Alright, so, Chris sent me a new package with others to come. Chris, I know you're watching this. Thank you so much, brother, for these new books. And, yeah, literally, I got them as of this recording today, and I've already burned through one. And I can already hear Chris going, "What the fuck?" from halfway across New York as we speak. Yeah. So, we're going to be talking about the first book of these new line of comics that he sent me. Strange. Not Doctor Strange, just Strange. And it's Volume 1, Strange, I Belong to Death. Now, if you guys remember a while back, I did a review of The Death of Doctor Strange and the companion pieces, and that was written by Jed MacKay. So Jed MacKay did write the Strange series. Now, in Death of Doctor Strange, Clea took over as the new Sorcerer Supreme, and now she's the one who's protecting the world. So we follow up with that. So in here, Clea is basically like, I'm the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. I'm the fucking Sorcerer Supreme of both Earth and the Dark Dimension now. I literally can do whatever I want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring back Steven. I'm going to bring back my husband. However, there's a bit of a problem with that. See, there's kind of a thing going on. She's fighting a war on two fronts. One is this new group called the Blasphemy Cartel, the Blasphemy Citadel, or the Blasphemy Cartel. They go by two different things, and they are basically a gang that uses magic with modern technology. We don't know a lot about them, but they are a major threat. On the other end of that spectrum is that Clea is now forced to contend with a new threat by the name of the Harvestman, who is sent by Mistress Death herself to reap the souls of these dead bodies that the forces of darkness are resurrecting. So that's kind of a big thing. It's kind of a big thing, and there are some notable people that get resurrected in here. I really love Jed MacKay as a writer. I'm just going to say that right now. I really started liking his work in Moon Knight, and Chris did tell me that he is sending me Volume 2 of Moon Knight after I absolutely adored the Midnight Mission. So I can't wait for that. And this is really good. Also, we do get a team up between Doctor Strange, I almost said Clea and Moon Knight, so that's really cool. Because of course we do. Because literally, like, Jed basically brings up a question that I've always had with most of these comics, is like, why doesn't anyone go to talk about someone about death and resurrection in the comics? Like, we hardly ever get that in the books, where someone goes, "Hey, I want to know how you came back from the dead and how you felt about it." And she goes to fucking Moon Knight, of all people. Yes, I know it's from the writer is doing Moon Knight as well, but I'm like, of all the people, Clea, all the people, you went to the guy with the insane god. you went to a guy that even Wade Wilson goes, "Fuck no." Yeah. So, yeah. The other big thing is that we have the other big problem is this new villain called the Harvestman. Like I said, is bringing back from the dead. I'll get into him in a little bit more, but this really sets up a lot of stuff. Jed MacKay is also really good at this really dry humor. He is really good at bringing up all this kind of fun, dry humor that I really loved in Moon Knight, and it brings up here. He also distinguishes Clea as not like some, oh, I have a big task and I'm gonna try to live up to it. It's like, no, I'm fucking Sorcerer Supreme. You gotta deal with it. Yeah, she does the Korra thing, because the first issue, Doctor Doom ends up on her doorstep saying, "I am here to be Sorcerer Supreme now that Steven's gone." And to put it bluntly, Clea literally says to his face, "I'm the Sorcerer Supreme and you gotta deal with it." She Korras it up. She straight up Korras it up. The comic also has some really good artwork, some really great artwork, very flashy. I also love, like, again, the humor in here. There's also, like, subtle stuff in here that I really enjoy. Like, okay, so the the mystic cartel, the magical cartel that Clea is battling in this series is uses a weapon on the Sanctum Sanctorum, while, keep in mind, Clea is having dinner with her mom, Umar, which is another great Doctor Strange villain, and they use an RPG. And when I say RPG, it's a rocket-propelled genie. They literally shoot a genie out of a rocket launcher. Guys, do you understand how awesome that is? Because I don't think any of you do. Yeah. It also deals with the whole thing that that Clea is the daughter of a warlord, of a mystic warlord, and the niece of one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel universe. Of fucking course, she's going to be a lot darker than Steven ever was. That's kind of the big deal, is that she doesn't... It's not like some, oh, I feel bad and I'm going to try to live up to Steven's level. No, she will straight up murder people to get her point across and be like, yeah, Steven would have shown kindness. I'm not Steven. And that's what I really like, is that this is... It almost has like a superior Spider-Man vibe, but, you know, done better. In that, you know, she still wants to, you know, live up to, like, being, you know, what Steven would have wanted. But she's still the niece of the Lord of the Dark Dimension. So she's going to do really horrible shit to people. And I do stress really horrible, like, things where you would wish for death kind of level. I just really love this book, and I really want to pick up Volume 2. Like I said, Jed MacKay is becoming one of my favorite writers. He also knows a lot of, like... he does some deep cuts in here, too. And some of the characters that do get resurrected as these revenants are... Well, I gotta spoil them because no one's gonna understand. Thunderstrike and Shadow Knight. Yeah, that's rhymed. But yeah, the original Eric Masterson Thunderstrike comes back as this horrible monster, and as does Shadow Knight, Moon Knight's brother, who was a villain. Makes sense because Jed MacKay is fucking writing Moon Knight. No shit. All in all, yeah, this is I'm really digging this. I've really loved Jed MacKay's work in Death of Doctor Strange, and this was a great follow-up. I feel like this is what he really wanted to do after Death of Doctor Strange. Is like, I want to make Clea the new Sorcerer Supreme, and yeah. I will also say, though, that you probably will figure out who the Harvestman is really quick. Like, you'll probably figure out who the Harvestman is real fast. I kind of figured it out real quick. I was like, oh, it's you. So, yeah, I'm very much looking for Volume 2. This was a really great series. Chris, thank you so much for this and the other comics, as well as the other books that are soon to be sent to me. I really appreciate it. It's a big help to this channel, and I can't thank you enough, brother. So, yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think? If you've read Strange, you guys comment below, let me know what you guys think. Hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.